Hi, I'm Kenny Anderson, Director of Multicultural Affairs for the City of Huntsville, and welcome to Impact. Each week we bring you information about exciting things that are happening in our community, and today will be no different. One of the things that gets me most excited is the future of young people, and anytime I get a chance to talk about programs that are dedicated to the success and excellence of our young people, I get especially excited about that. Today I'm going to be talking with a young man named Kyle King. Kyle is actually the executive director and founder of an organization called Project Shine. And we're going to hear all about how this organization is making a difference in the lives of young people today. Kyle, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you so much for having me this morning, Mr. Anderson.
It's good to have you, man. I've been looking forward to this conversation for some time now. You are a graduate of the great Alabama A&M University. Go Bulldogs.
Go Bulldogs, yes.
Yeah, you got a fellow Bulldog here, so you know we got to get excited and represent.
We are always excited, definitely.
That's all right. Listen, you're a finance major, graduating with that degree. And I wonder how you got started with this initiative, because I know you're involved with so many different things. Let's talk a little bit about how this became a project for you.
Well, I actually have a dual degree in finance and international business. And how it got started, I spent some time in Ghana. In 2012, I did a study abroad experience. I worked directly with their capital in utilizing some of their resources in order to build an international growth and economic development plan internationally. So what I did essentially was try to understand the economy and then see where I could really develop these plans in their schools, their hospitals, and within the business realm of their culture as well. So some of the cultural factors and governmental factors were the reasons why people were so apprehended. And I wanted to be able to utilize that knowledge and bring over to the United States some of the same knowledge, and that's what led me to build this program.
Yeah. Not only are you a proud graduate of Alabama A&M University, but you're certainly representing the Bulldogs well in that sense, because when I talk with people who are your age, I mean, I get really excited about our future. And I really get excited about handing the baton off and feeling very secure about that, because at your age, which is what?
23.
23, you're already thinking about these kinds of things, which is incredibly inspiring. And I just wonder, where does that come from in your own experience?
In my own experience, I believe that my challenges, my tribulations, the different mistakes, I don't look at them as failures. I look at them as a bridge to opportunity and growth and development. So everything that I've been through, some things that I heard even earlier today is kind of fail forward. I look at some of the things that I've been through, some of the experiences, environmental factors that I've went on in my household, but also in the environment that I grew up into. And I didn't want to be able to have that in the next generation. I wanted to be able to create and cultivate generational cycle breakers. So some of the knowledge, some of the resources that I've been given, and some of the things that I'm grateful for today, some of the other students that I deal with on a current basis don't have those same access and resources. So I wanted to be able to create these generational cycle breakers so they can become the leaders of this next generation.
Yeah, and you've obviously had a chance to do some other internships and get some other experiences, lots of extracurricular activities. Yes. You're focusing on 2 majors in school. How do you balance your time?
I told this story last week, actually. I had an interview with Johnson & Johnson with their pharmaceuticals, and they asked the same question. I believe just focus. You have to understand how to begin with the end in mind. However, you have to begin with the beginning in mind. I don't believe there's ever really an end. I believe that it's always a new beginning. Cut out the distractions around you. I believe just similar to a target, similar to a bullseye, when you're, whether in a gun range or an archery, you have to, all those distractions are quantity, people, mistakes, environmental factors. If you focus on that bullseye, that point of success, that goal, that dream, then that's where I spend all of my time, and that's where I would encourage people to spend most of their time. Whether it be a girlfriend, whether it be a boyfriend, whether it be Instagram or Facebook, I believe that all of my focus is on that bullseye, because it's not about me, it's about creating other opportunities for other people.
Yeah, you're part of that millennial generation that there's a lot of conversation about. You're being well studied at this time, and people are learning a lot of things from you. What drives your generation? What makes you tick?
I believe what drives my generation is looking at some of the traditional methods that we have in place now, and also understanding how to integrate innovative ideas or integrative methods so we can build them together and build a new world in a sense. The difference and the gap between the problem and the solution is that innovation, is that new way of thinking, that new way of driving results, that new way of driving productivity. And that's one of the biggest things within my organization. And what I'm trying to do is we're cultivating underrepresented students into globally competitive business leaders. So by providing them with the necessary skills and resources that they need, we will be building excelling professionals of the future.
The 23-year-old Kyle King is awesome. I can only imagine what the 33-year-old Kyle King will be and the 43-year-old Kyle King will be. When you win the Nobel Prize or the Pulitzer Prize, will you come back on the show and talk to us?
I'll come back to the show just for you, Mr. Anderson. Definitely.
Your future's bright, man, and I'm just getting even more excited about hearing this. I want to hear about Project Shine. Tell us a little bit about what this new 501c3 is and where you hope to take it and what you hope to attain.
So similar to what I said earlier, Project Shine is an educational initiative that is creating and cultivating underrepresented students into globally competitive business leaders. Currently, we're in Northeast Huntsville, and what we're trying to do is, through this model that I built, this 4-year curriculum for the collegiate level, I believe that we can elevate the entrepreneurial ecosystem of the Northeast or North Alabama region. We are currently in Alabama A&M University. We've adopted the program there, and we are building our first cohort student group in August. So we're bringing in 16 students, 2 of them of which are from the International School of Business in Ghana. 2 of them are from Georgia, schools in Georgia, and then the rest of them are from schools Lee High School, Johnson High School, and then also Columbia High School right here in our city in Huntsville. Wow. And through this 4-year matriculation, we're giving them leadership development classes, business communication. We're putting them through study abroad opportunities, internship opportunities, networking opportunities as well. The biggest part that I want to focus on, though, is the reading requirements. We're turning these graduating students into excelling scholars, and then these scholars into excelling professionals. Any scholar that I would name, W.E.B. Du Bois, Booker T. Washington, or even William Hooper Council, they read books, they understood how to critically think, problem solve, and truly make a new way or innovate new methods, like I was saying earlier. That's what we want to be able to kind of incorporate within our students as well. That critical thinking, that problem solving, that conflict resolution. So all of these workshops, all of these developmental, I guess, forums that we're taking our students through will build them into the new excelling professionals. So essentially what we're trying to do is develop a new student, a new millennial that is tackling the global issues that our generation right now, are creating today.
I get the sense that doing well is good for you, but doing excellent is even better. And that your focus is on building a culture of young people who are focusing on excellence, not just trying to be good or not accepting mediocrity as a standard, but certainly pushing that so much more, taking whatever gifts and talents that they have and really nurturing them in a way that can maximize their potential. Am I right about that?
You are completely right. I believe that I got this mindset when I was in Ghana. In Ghana, the educational systems over there, it's built off educational excellence. However, it's built on education over there is a privilege, not just a right. Over here, that we've started to move away and we're so kind of like we're owed something. And I believe that when we're looking at the future, when we're looking at innovation, when we're looking at truly changing and solving the problems that we're facing today, we have to focus our attention on excellence within everything that we do. We're not number 1 on the engineering list anymore, or mathematicians or educators as well. So I wanted to be able to build a comprehensive program that is truly building the new sense of what America used to stand for.
Mm-hmm. I know that you are a much sought after hiree, that there are a lot of people trying to get you in their companies. I also know you've turned down a job offer or 2 recently.
Yes.
Because you opted to stay here in this community. Tell us about that decision and what you hope to accomplish by that.
I turned down IBM. I turned down the Barclays out of New York City and also BMW in New Jersey as well. I truly believe that it's not about making a dollar. It's about truly making a difference in order to cultivate the next generation. Who are we without the people that we invest in? We're nothing. We're just people that kind of lived their lives and maybe made a few dollars, but what are you remembered for after? I live by a quote, Everything that we do in life, what we do in life, echoes into eternity. I don't want to be remembered by what I did today. I want to be remembered by that dash, that 1992 through maybe 2020, and everything that I was being able to cultivate and help other people. I want to be the change that I wish to see in the world.
Yeah. When you look at the generation of young people today, students who are coming through, whether it's A&M or any school, as people are watching in many different areas the show today, I want you as a person who's gone through that process and had tremendous accomplishment to this point, talk to that group of students about maybe 2 or 3 success points that are absolutely essential to their getting through to the finish line. Maybe it's that beginning freshman, or maybe it's that person who is repeating a course, or maybe it's that person who sees the end. It's right there, at least this part of the journey. Maybe the graduation's right there, but they're trying to get over that hump. What would you say to those people?
What would I say? I kind of live by something else. I believe that your network equals your net worth. That's what a lot of people think. But I believe that your network plus your work ethic is your net worth, is what you're going to be remembered for. Everything that I have and everything that we've been able to build together, it took work. It took those failures. It took those mistakes. It took that time where I just didn't want to get out of the bed and go to my 8 a.m. class. It took that time where I wanted to spend time with a female or get on Instagram instead of studying for my exam in the morning. However, if we want to create and see different, we have to be different. We have to be that unique and that truly greatly and distinct person that we wanted to become at the end. We have to emulate the greats if we want to truly be the next great person. So something that I would tell our generation is to work harder than the person sitting next to you and do things differently than everybody else.
Who are some of your role models?
Booker T. Washington, W.E.B. Du Bois. I like, what's his name? You kind of threw me off on that one. Yeah, you kind of threw me off on that one. I believe that them two, the model that W.E.B. Du Bois, he believed in a talented 10th model. I truly believe in an entrepreneurial 10th model. I truly believe by building the entrepreneurs of this generation, that 10%er group, cultivating this next generation of underrepresented students, we can formulate a new way of which that we do business in the future. And by building the entrepreneurial ecosystems, whether it be in Huntsville, whether it be in Birmingham, or whether it be in a New York or LA, you truly change the world. That's why the New York, the Atlantas, the Charlotte, the LAs, that's why they're so prominent, and that's why business is going through them so well. If we build that system in Huntsville with truly the big impact that the technological side has as well, then we will truly change the face of Alabama.
Yeah, so how would people get in touch with Kyle King and find out more about you as well as Project Shine?
Well, to find out about Project Shine, you could visit our website at www.projectshineal.com.
All right, and they can get lots of information and contact stuff right there.
Yes, and my email personally is Kyle King, KYLEKING, @projectshineal.com.
Yeah, I have a feeling if enough people get a hold of this video, you're going to get some more job offers. I'm going to reach across the table and shake your hand.
Thank you so much,
I really
Mr.
do on
Anderson.
this broadcast because I'm just honored to have had a chance to talk to you today. And I will hopefully continue to have opportunities to learn about your success. And you can come back at some point and give us an update on what's happening with Project Shine.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
What a phenomenal guest today, Kyle King, giving us the 411 on Project Shine. And we're so glad that young people like him are out there doing what they're doing and setting such a positive and strong example of what youth leadership can be about. And as I said earlier, that knowing that old cats like me, we're about ready to pass that baton. I mean, we're going to step off the scene, but everything is in good shape with people like Kyle, and we know they're more like him. And I think that we need to celebrate these young people who are doing great things and support them, not just tell them that they're doing a good job, but actually find ways that we can support them as well. I've made my commitment, and I'll continue to do that to this brother. Good man. We hope that you will continue to follow us on this broadcast on Facebook at Impact with Kenny Anderson. You can check out this video as well as behind-the-scenes images of the broadcast as well. And we hope, as always, that you have a great week, and we'll talk to you again soon.